Hey guys, I'm doing a video on my Land Rover LR3. I have a coolant leak, and the coolant was leaking about, I would say about a quart of antifreeze every 3 weeks. And so that's a pretty good amount missing out. However, I was not seeing any drips anywhere. I wasn't seeing any signs of external leaks. And so I brought it to a mechanic because I just don't have the time right now. So I brought it to this reputable mechanic. He checked it out, he pressure tested it, and he said that it's an internal leak. More than likely one of the water jackets on the head gasket is leaking and just burning up inside of the engine, and that's why you're not seeing any leaks. So I was like, oh, so what's that going to cost? Oh, you need a whole new head gasket, and you're talking close to $10,000 for the amount of labor and parts. I said, that's just ridiculous. This is an older Land Rover. I'm not going to do that. So I went out and spent $50 on a pump. So I behoove you to get your own pump. Now, even though there are good mechanics, and my Indy that I go to, he's a good mechanic, but they're all basically looking at time, and time is money when it comes to mechanics. So they want to get the job done as quick as possible. If they don't see anything right away, they're going to assume it's a major issue. In this case, it was not a major issue. It was actually an extremely minor issue. So I bought a pump. My pressure cap is rated at 16 psi. I pumped this up to 16 psi to mimic full pressure that this system is supposed to take before the pressure cap would release any pressure. Okay, so yeah, 16 psi is the cap rating. So I put the pressure test on. My first hour I couldn't find anything. I was like, darn it. And I just said, well, I'm going to leave this on here for a few hours, which most mechanics won't do because, again, time, vehicle sitting in their bay. So I left it on for a few hours, and I found the leak. It's not a drip leak, but it's enough to where while you're driving, it'll burn out and just kind of stay wet. And that's what I found on this. So it's actually the expansion tank. So there's a lot of these cheap expansion tanks on eBay or Amazon, including this one. They're made in China. They're not good quality. I probably wouldn't buy one again because this is my second one. The first one had a bad float in it, and this one is failed at the mounting bracket for the power steering fluid. So the leak in here is right here. I'll zoom in, see if you can see it. You see a little crack right there where the mounting bracket connects to? That crack right there from the pressure of that power steering pump bracket has made a little hairline crack, and that hairline crack, you can see where it's wet right here, is dripping down and leaving just like a wet spot down here. It's not enough to make a full drip unless I keep this on overnight, but when the pressure is relieved, this basically dries up, and that's why you can never find it. So there you go. Save yourself $10,000. Make sure that your coolant leak is not internal, that it is in fact external. Buy yourself a $50 pump on Amazon with the proper cap for your vehicle. Find the leak, save the money.